Hello and welcome to Solo Playhouse. My name's Matt, and today I am back for hopefully a full week of live streaming, and I am playing more Kinfire Chronicles Night's Fall. Sorry, I've been away, been having lots of technical difficulties, which is still a bit ongoing, but I am trying to sort things out, and I'm going to play some more Kinfire Chronicles, which I'm really looking forward to. Been thinking about it quite a lot. So last time I did Quest 3, we took on two ruffians and beat them pretty well, actually. And this time we have Quest 4, the Ring of Fire. But before that, we have what they call a city town exploration. So we need to do that first. So I'm going to go through that. I have got a cup of tea on the brew, so I will be popping away for a moment to go and get that. But otherwise, we're pretty much ready to go. So I've got the board set up already, and I have my two characters, Valora and Core, ready to go. I have got a little zoom in, but as you can see, it's still a little out of focus, but I think you can pretty much see everything anyway. So for exploring the town, city actions, it says end of quest 2. Each time you complete a quest, you and your companions will be given a number of city actions in order to explore your current town. To use a city action, look at the map and choose a numbered location. So we can go shops or shopping. And two of those actions will generally be shopping and stuff like that. And we have some coin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to spend. But we also, on our last action, we'll usually sleep at an inn. I don't think we've got cards that we need to remove from our decks. Maybe I removed them already. But we certainly can use some of the cards that we got last turn, and that we may get this turn, to upgrade our decks as well. So that's what we're going to do. So I think last time, I can't quite remember where we went, but I don't think we went to the Burnt Alchemist Lab. So we're going to do that. So I need the deck of cards. Here. And so that is, we're in Venice, so that is number 3. Vina 3, so I think that's right. Yes. So we get this. And it says, yeah, you can't really read that very well. Sorry about that. Approaching the burnt-out husk of the alchemy lab, you see the dwarven scholar you met earlier pacing back and forth with nervous energy. He gives you his name, Hoyt Belgar, and thanks you repeatedly. I would say fate delivered you to me, if I believed in such things. You see, I'm in need of your skills, such as you are. He turns to look at the charred ruins. I would like you to investigate the crimes committed here: arson, murder, theft. This is, or was, my friend Mika's workshop. He perished along with it. If you can make time for such a thing, come talk to me, and I'll share what I've learned so far. You gain prompt Q16. Remove this card from Vina. Your city action is over. So Q16. is another prompt. So this is another mission that we can go on. And I guess we need to get rid of these cards, really. I don't think we have a section. Memories, City Market, unused cards. Excuse me 1 second while I go and get my cup of tea. Oh, that's nice. Nice cup of tea. Yes, so we have Q16, which is Ash and Bramble. Hoyt Belgar, a dwarven scholar in Vienna, has asked for your help. A friend and colleague of his was recently robbed and murdered. Perhaps you could track down whoever did this. When you embark on this quest, open quest 16. Okay, so that is our first town action. So we have 2 more. So we went to Morales Wares. Definitely, because we got a couple of things from there. I guess we could. The Kinfire Shrine. I don't remember going there. Let's just check. The Kinfire Shrine is small, nothing like the grand structures in Dinlux, but well tended. Good day to you, an elven priestess emerges from the shadows. Her golden mask shimmers in the light. My name is Rani, and I am the keeper of this shrine. May I be of some assistance? You explain your purpose here in Vienna, but she seems to already know who you are. She tells you a little about the shrine and its recent construction. Before you leave, she stops you. If I may ask, I saw a vision in the Kinfire last morn. A soul suffering and cast out. Some creature nearby is in need of Ziva's aid. If you come across anyone of this description, please let me know. Take memory VA. If you have memory VB, go to event VA. Otherwise, your city action is over. So this we don't have VB, I don't think. No. Just going to make sure. Take memory VA. Okay, that is not memory, that's event VA. So you spoke with Rani, the priestess who watches over Vena's Kinfire Shrine. She told you a little bit about the shrine and also requested that you send anyone in need of assistance her way. Discard this card at the end of quest 4. Okay, so we will keep that. So our final, we really want to rest somewhere. So we will rest, I think we rested at Millhouse before. So let's go to the Lonely Lantern Tavern. The tavern isn't much to look at from the outside. A rusty, unlit lantern hangs from the sign above the door, and the windows are hazy with dirt. Inside, however, you find the place bright and lively. There are packed tables everywhere, people eating, drinking, and filling the room with laughter. The dwarven tavern keeper appears from a back room carrying 2 mugs of ale. "Hello, loves. Grab yourself a table and I'll serve you up some food and drink. A coin should cover the lot of you. If you stay, spend 1 coin for the food and drink." Yeah, so we will do that. And then go to Event VB. So Event VB. You find an empty table in the back of the tavern. The tavern keeper brings you a platter of hot food. The locals don't seem to pay any mind as you eat, and a conversation at a nearby table catches your ear. You should have seen the fella. Half naked, hair all over. Couldn't understand a word he said. Just sounded like gibberish to me. Thank the gods some of the boys chased him off. Well, better hope Priestess Rani doesn't get wind. She'll tan those boys' hides. Each seeker may remove all exhausted from their deck. I might have done that already. Take memory VB. So memory VB. And remove V6 and this card from Vina. So we can't use those again. So I think I'll just put them at the back of this pack of cards. And this memory is, when you stopped at the Lonely Lantern for some food and drink, you overheard rumours of a strange wanderer near Vina who couldn't speak the local language. They were chased out of the town by some ruffians, leaving them lost and alone somewhere outside of the village. Discard this card at the end of quest 4. So I have these 2 cards now. Didn't seem to get an offer of sleep. So I think it did let us take exhausted cards out. If you have memory VA, go to event VA. Yeah, so go to event VA. think I'm doing this right. Princess Rani had a vision of someone lost and in need of help. You think you may have discovered who it is. You meet with her at the Kinfire shrine to tell her the rumours you've heard about a stranger wanderer. Yeah, that poor thing, she says, a hand to her heart. They must be so alone, confused. Please let me know if you decide to look for them. If they're found, they can stay here at the shrine. I might be able to teach them enough of the language to at least get by. Discard memories VA and VB and remove this card from Vina. Gain prompt Q17. Your city action is over. So we get Q17 as well. So we have another quest. Quest 17. The Stranger. Priestess Rani has asked for your help locating a lost and confused stranger who's been driven out of Vina. When you embark on this quest, open quest 17. So now we have 3 quests, and we've come to the end. We didn't go to sleep, which I'm a little bit annoyed about. But we do now get to choose a quest. So now we get to do a quest. And actually, although this is called Quest 4, I'm thinking, because it does say that we can do, that all these quests are good for the level we're at. So I'm thinking I might do Quest 17, The Stranger, instead of Quest 4. Because it does say in Quest 4, when you embark on this quest, discard all other prompt cards. So maybe we should do this first, but I haven't been able to spend any money or anything like that. Okay, so Priestess Rani has asked for your help locating a lost and confused stranger who has been driven out of Vina. So we will look at Quest 17. So here we have Quest 17. And we will look at Quest 17 in here. Quest 17, The Stranger. Yes. So, not in focus. Okay. When you return to the Kinfire shrine, you find Princess Rani outside wearing long robes and a mask to protect her elven skin from the sunlight. She and a young dwarf are kneeling in the garden, clipping blossoms from a rose bush. At your approach, the priestess rises to greet you. When she hears that you'll be heading out to search for the wandering stranger, she touches each of you softly on the arm and whispers a blessing. I'm afraid I have nothing to pay you. Our shrine is so small and barely self-sufficient. But you have my deepest thanks and Ziva's blessing. You look past the priestess to the young dwarf behind her. Rani smiles. All are welcome to the shrine. Ziva's benevolent gaze falls upon all creatures. While I don't hail from these lands, I am eternally thankful and that peace has found its way here. War is never Ziva's will. You begin your search for the stranger. You head to the lonely tavern where you first heard mention of them. Perhaps you'll pick up the trail there. So we go to 17.1. Where's my little... There it is. So 17.1. The Lonely Lantern is mostly empty this time of day. Besides the tavern keeper sweeping in the corner, there is just a single figure, a scruffy-faced man sitting hunched at one of the tables. He seems preoccupied with something in his hands. Speak to the tavern keeper, speak to the scruffy man, or to leave and search the surrounding area. Go to 17.5. Well, we should speak to one of them. So I think let's speak to the tavern keeper because he was quite friendly. Approaching the tavern keeper, you catch her eye. Hello again, loves. She leans her broom against the wall and wipes her hands on her apron. I'm Roz, by the way. Are you looking for a meal? Although whatever cooking in the back smells enticing, you decline the offer and ask Roz about the stranger, mentioning Rani's quest. Rani's a kind-hearted soul to a fault, but she's not wrong to offer that lost lamb some shelter. Poor thing, he seemed so frightened. Some of the ruffians from around here chased him off, shouting and hitting at the poor creature with the sticks. I watched him run off that way. She points to the south-facing window. There's a path in that direction the hunters use. It's hidden from view, but perhaps he found his way there. It heads east into the forest. Take memory, 17A. So let's look, see if it's in here. Yes. So 17A, which is in this quest pack, is an overlay. With a wet, flatulent sound, the tree beast expels a cloud of musty spores. The smell is acrid but muted through the dampened masks. Okay, that presumably will come into play somehow. Return to 17.1. So let's speak to the scruffy man, so 17.3. As you approach, the scruffy man startles and quickly conceals whatever he was looking at. There's a frenzied look in his eye. What do you want with me? I haven't done anything. You exchange looks with one another. The man is clearly hiding something. I haven't done anything, he says. Choose a seeker. That seeker flips 4 cards. If at least 2 blue are revealed, you manage to get the man to talk to you. Okay, so we do not have a lot of blue cards, the 2 of us. So I'm just gonna shuffle the Laura's deck. And we'll also shuffle Core's deck. Yeah, we both only got 2 blue. And that will always remain this. Oh, I've got... Yeah, so I think just move these out. I think... Let's do core. So we're revealing 4 cards, and if at least 2 blue are revealed, you manage to get the man to talk. So 1, well, that counts as blue because it's wild. 2, 3, 4. So no, we didn't. And Naz, who is one of the characters, will get a special thing, but we haven't got Naz. Otherwise, the man refuses to talk to you, return to 17.1. To leave, search the surrounding area, go to 17.5. So we will go to 17.5. Outside the Lonely Lantern, the air seems thick and humid. You take a look around and consider your options. If you head for high ground, survey the area, go to 17.1. If you follow the road out of town to check for unusual comings and goings, go to 17.8. If you have memory 17A, go to 17.6. You find the hidden path right where Roz said it would be. After a steep decline into a valley, the path leads east and disappears into the forest. Apart from Roz's suggestion, you have no evidence that the stranger came this way. So we can head to high ground again. We can follow the road out to check for unusual comings and goings. I trust Roz. If you follow the hidden path down to the forest, go to 17.10. Following the trail, you spot signs that someone has passed this way, but the tracks are faint and hard to follow. Each seeker must flip 3. You must reveal the indicated number of green cards to follow the tracks. So 2 seekers, we need 4 green cards. Wow, that's a lot of green cards. And Core has already used 2 of his. Okay, so 3, 1, and there's 1. So we need 2 from Valora. There's 1, 2, 3. So yes, we got... Oh, we got the 4 that we needed. Sorry, yeah, we needed 4. Oh, Valora's keen tracking skills come in handy. You need 2 fewer green. If you fail, you lose away, and for each green you are short, 1 seeker takes. Yeah, afterwards you follow the trail, go to 17.11. Corpses litter the edge of the forest. People you recognise from town. Their lips and fingernails are blue, and some of their necks are scratched and bleeding. It appears they died clawing at their own throats. Otherwise, there are no signs of a struggle, and the forest seems deathly quiet. Searching the bodies, you find some useful things. Open a copper treasure pack. Okay, so we have another treasure pack that we will open. And we can't use these now, but we get them in our into our items, into our what do they call it? Unused cards. The trail leads deeper into the woods. Go to 17.2. You don't know what you're about to find in these woods. You pause to take stock of your gear. You need to be ready for anything. Gain 1 Forgotten the name. Okay, 1 fate. Yes. So we already have 3 fate tokens. So we can only have 3 fate tokens out, but we do get this extra 1. So we can use that later in another quest. Each seeker may swap out 1 action card and its accompanying boost in their deck for a new one. You must follow the normal deck building rules. Okay. So, customizing your seeker deck. So now we can look at these cards. So if any of them have one of the characters on, but they don't, they're all general at the moment. So our seeker must always have 18 cards, which include 9 action and cards plus their 9 link boost cards. Your seeker sheet has a colour bar down the centre that shows colour requirements. This is the number of actions of a colour that your seeker must include, not counting your lantern card or any disposable cards. For example, if you look at Asia's sheet, your colour bar shows 4 green actions, 3 blue actions and 2 red actions. An action card that is more than 1 colour can count as any one of its colours. Yeah. Limit Kinfire. So some cards have Kinfire requirements, which are at the bottom. We both have 2 Kinfire, so I think at the moment we are good. We could get any of these. 5, no more than 3 instant cards, so cards with lightning effects on them. So I think we can look through these again. Mystic Slam. You fill your lungs before punching the ground beneath, blasting your enemies with a sudden gust of wind after attacking. So Mystic Slam attacks all enemies. That's what this symbol means. Pierce defenses might be good for Valora because she is ranged. So let's look at that one. We would have to swap out one of her blue ones. I have a Huntress. We have Acid Arrow. Where's Acid Arrow? Acid Arrow is blue and green, but it's only 1. Whereas this is 3. This attack cannot have its attack effect reduced. An Acid Arrow give another seeker the ability to draw or discard a card. Boost another seeker's attack. Yeah, I think this might be better. So I'm going to take out Acid Arrow and put in Pierce defenses. It does more damage. So we can only swap out 1. So that's Venya's Valora's, sorry, 1. Venya. Vena is the town. Okay, so I will put that to the back. And now with Core. Core does a lot of attacking, so this knockout might be good. So it's a non-ranged attack. It hits for 3, and it stuns. And stun is discard this card. This enemy cannot attack this turn, and has a block on it for its other one. So we would have to swap out a red card. So Defending Blade. Defending Blade is good because you get an armor after you use it. Riposte is a 2 action. The second card for Defending Blade has the same action. 3, so it is slightly better. Crush. +4 if you discard armor. I think Stunned is quite good. So maybe Crush. Crush. Oh, the only thing is Crush. Boost another Seeker's attack by 1. Block for another Seeker. I would quite like to give her block anyway. I think we'll try it. We'll swap these 2 out. Let's see. And then it says, if you have memory 17D, go to 1713, but we don't. No, we do not. So we go to 17.4. The silence is broken by the sound of creaking. 2 of the trees seem to be separating from the rest, lumbering towards you with heavy steps. The smaller one, walking on splintered legs, is coated in mushrooms. The other swings a massive log fist as it walks. A voice cries out from above in a strange language as a metal ball smashes into the larger beasts. The very stranger you were looking for is now providing you with cover from high in the branches. Okay. Open the Atlas map to map 21. And put ally 17A in play. Ally 17A. So we have the stranger. You've been sent to find and help this stranger, but now it is he who is helping you. Sheltering high in the foliage above the tree beasts, the stranger shoots metal pellets with a sling as he leaps from branch to branch. The tree beast with the most health suffers 2 damage. Tree Fist suffers 2 damage at the start of the battle from the stranger's attack. Okay, so Deathcap has Let me move this. We have Death Cap and Tree Fist. And Tree Fist has 26 health, but is down to 24. And Death Cap has 22. If you have memory 17E, place overlay 17A on Death Cap. If you have memory 17C, you had feeling the trees might attack, go to 17.15. Otherwise, you are caught off guard, go to 17.16. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, so 17.16. So this doesn't come into effect. So I think we'll put that back for now. I know I had 17A. Oh. Yes, I should have had this card. I got the wrong card out. Okay, battle setup. Oh, that's interesting. So the stranger does have a number with it, as number 12. So if we draw number 12, the tree beast with the most health will suffer 2 damage. So they're going to help a little bit. I'm going to put them on the spent chits thing. And then we will get the chits, the numbers out. So 1, 2, 3 will go on. Oh, they're the wrong way around, really. And this one. And then 4, 5, 6. We'll go on this one. And then with Death Cap, we'll put them up there. And they're getting 12. Death Cap will get 7, 8. And this one. And 9, 10, 11 for their bottom. Okay. If a seeker is defeated, you lose the battle, go to 17.7. If the tree beasts are reduced to 0, go to 17.8. Okie dokie. So we are nearly there. as for... We've forgotten how we find out where they start. So combat. There should be... Oh. Yes, sorry. Not looking at the right thing. So, this one starts here. This one starts here. And then we start in the middle. One of these two. The enemy's focus is the nearest seeker. And then we need to sort our cards out. So I'll just shuffle my decks. And then Valora will draw 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And she starts with 17 health. And she has no armor. And core also gets 3 cards. 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he's got a lot of actions. He gets 3 armor. So there we go. So now I think we are ready. So we have our bag. And we draw a chit. So here we go. I haven't looked. So Tree Fist. The wood of the tree beast is naturally damp, making it difficult to burn or damage. Before triggering one of Tree Fist's active abilities, discard the top status from that ability. If there are no statuses on it, discard, Tree Fist gains 1 health, not to exceed its starting health. Okay. And Death Cap. the wood of the tree beast is naturally damp, making it difficult. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, same thing. So Tree Fist on 1, 2, 3 will do an 8 attack. Before attacking, Tree Fist refocuses but does not move. Okay. And their other attack is Tree Fist bends forward, swiping its smaller fist into its target. So it's a 4 damage. Deathcap, with a wet, flatulent sound, the tree beast expels a cloud of musty spores. The smell is acrid. So it's 1 damage to anyone in range. And does 2 hurt and 1 stunned. This attack also targets all seekers in adjacent spaces. Wow. And then its second attack is, with a loud crack of wood, the crab-like tree beast moves to smash its front claw into its target. Before attacking, Deathcap refocuses 4. Okay. So we draw 12, which is our little friend, the tree beast with the most health, suffers 2. So Tree Fist goes down to 22. Very nice. And we have drawn a heart. So when we draw a heart or darkness, it is drawn, added to the time track. Heart tokens. Choose a seeker. So let's see. Valora has a couple of actions. I think we'll use Core. So it's good to put conditions on these things. So we do have a 2 ranged that we could do on either of them. I'm just going to get their tokens out as well. At the moment, their focus is sort of undetermined. But we'll put them to the side. I think we'll just separate. So I think we'll move Core here. Does mean this one will attack Valora. But I think we'll attack Tree Fist. He does 8 damage with his main attack, which is a lot. So maybe if we can get rid of them. So we will play our capture rune. Draw a complicated pattern in the air. Energy forms in shackles to bind your enemy as spikes close around it. So we'll do 2 ranged attack on Tree Fist. Oh, but a ranged attack is blocked by 1. So let's just have a look. Maybe I will change that. So we'll move into here. And we will do charge. Before attacking, you may move into the same space as your target, but we don't need to. So we will do 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Down to 19. Could I help? Yeah, so Valora could have played boost another Seeker's attack by 1, so she will. So it's down to 18. Okie dokie. So 8, which is death cap. So they can't go above 22 health. So this is the attack. So they can move, and they can move. Well, they're going to move here into Valora's space. So they're doing. This attack also targets all seekers in adjacent spaces. So they will hit Core for 1, but he has armor, so he will just lose 1 of his armor. And then he gets 2 hurt. And stunned. So can he play anything? I don't think he will. So Valora takes 1 damage. And she also gets 2 hurt. And 1 stunned. Okay. So next, 5. So 5 is Tree Fist. The tree bends forward, swiping its smaller fist into its target. So it will target Core because they're in the same space. So it's doing 4 damage, but Core has 2 armor, so he'd only take 2. But can Valora help? Yeah, she can play her block. 2 block from another seeker, so he doesn't take any damage for that one. Okay, 7. Oh, goodness me. So that's death cap again as well. Oh, actually, he would have got 1 health back. So this is 1 again. 15 and more hurt. Jeez. And he will take 1 damage, but he's got 1 armor. Okay. Wowzers. Come on, we need to draw some of our chips here. 1. Crikey. So Tree Fist gets back hit another health. Up to 20. And they're refocusing, but do not move. So they're going to hit Core for 8. Actually, Core's on 19. I don't... Yeah. Valora can't help with that. So he's going to take 8 damage. Down to 11. That's proper bad. Oh, 6. No, 9. Sorry, 9. 9 is this. So before attacking, Deathcap refocuses. So Deathcap will attack Valora for 4. And he can protect 2 of that. So it's going to do 2 damage. Oh my goodness. All 3 of them came out. So 1 damage to each, which we can't do anything about. And then 2 hurt. And 1 stunned. Yes. That's that. Well, they're getting to beat us up. Okay, for Laura. So, this is not going to be good. So we have 3 stunned. So we have to discard one of our chits from the bag. And then we would discard one of those. And we also... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. I mean, they're going to kill us, basically. And we wouldn't get another one of those during our turn, so we discard. That's crazy. Okay, and now it's her turn. So I think she will move. And she will attack for 2. Tree Fist. And he can help boost that by 1. So we're doing 3. So doing 3 damage to Tree Fist. And 2 trapped. So there's 2 trapped, and I just can't quite remember if I can put them on different ones. Statuses. They can be stacked on one ability, but I'm going to put them on both of these. So that is that. She's still got one action. Crazy. So that's the end of her turn. I think I'm going to use a fate token. So it goes in the void box, which I've got up here. Which means I draw 4 chips from the bag. So let's do core. So core is stunned. So we'll return a stun card and we have to take one of his chits out of the bag. Which is bad. Bad, 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 bad. And then he takes 6 damage. So he's down to 4 health. Crazy. So we're not going to win this because he will die next turn. And then we're doing his actions. So instant actions. Where does it say about instant actions? water action cards that stay in place in front of you after you've played them and may have lingering effects. You cannot have more than one in play at a time. Okay. Yeah, let's play Acid Arrow. They are there. So I am going to play Acid Arrow on Death Cap. So it does 1 damage. And that means their focus is on core. After attacking, place hurt on up to 3 of your target's active abilities. So I can place it on these 2. In fact, I'm just going to place it on this one because they've used that ability for now. And I don't think... Yeah, actually, Valora can boost that 1 by 1, so we'll take another damage off them. So Acid Arrow has happened. He still has 1 action. But he's going to die. And I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Because this damage from hurt ignores armor. And he has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he only has 4 health left. So. Oh, that should have gone on there. My mistake. Okay, 10 is this bottom attack. So, before triggering one of Deathcat's abilities, discard the top status from that ability. So we discard 1 hurt, but there is another hurt. Discard this card, the enemy suffers 2 damage. Yeah. So it won't get any health back. Before attacking, Deathcap refocuses. So it's going to focus on the nearest seeker, which is both of them, but I can decide which one. So I'll say Valora because she's got more health. But this is a 4 attack. And he can't do anything. So it's going to do 4 damage to her. So she's going to die as well now. Seems a little bit crazy. I guess it's crazy that these 3 of those came out. But yeah, we haven't done that much damage, and we are going to lose this because we can't play another round. And it's 3 anyway, so 3, we discard that card. and it's an 8 damage, and they'll refocus, but it will be core. So core is going to take 8 damage. Valora cannot do anything, so he dies. Well, he gets taken out. So we look at this. If a Seeker is defeated, you lose the battle. Go to 17.7. The tide of the battle turns against you, and you find yourself on the ground with a tree beast looming over you. With a whooping cry, the stranger leaps from the foliage and throws some kind of device. Before it hits the ground, there's an explosion. Moments later, you rise from the ground, ears ringing. The tree beasts are gone, and the stranger lies dead before you, caught in the blast from his own weapon. Respectfully, you give him a warrior's burial. If you have memory 17B, discard it, having buried the brooch with the body. Take memory 17G. So the memory is, in the forest of Vina, a stranger from a distant land sacrificed himself for you in battle. His explosive device saved you from the tree beasts, but also stole his life. You never learned his name or where he was from, but in your eyes he died a hero. So that will stay with us. Back in town, Rani is grieved to hear of the stranger's passing, but understands that there was nothing you could do. This quest is over. Gain 3 city actions. So there we go. Wow. That's really interesting. From the last one, the fact that this came out 3 times and gave us so much hurt. There was just no way I could recover from it. And also the stuns, you know. You want to get hit by that maybe once or twice. And I was targeting that enemy, but... Oh no, I wasn't. I was targeting the other one. But yeah, there was no way we were gonna defeat that. But I guess now we can go back to town. We can do some city actions and upgrade some stuff. But as always, I will do that next time I play. So there we go. So that is, well, as it turns out, Quest 17, The Stranger. And feeling, well, it's funny because I was playing Quacks of Quedlinburg last night with some of my family, and I was saying how much I enjoy that. Like, it's one of the games that I play with my family that I think I introduced them to quite early on in my board gaming experience. But sometimes you just draw the wrong chits from the bag, and this is very much the same. That one, although I have to say the Tree Fist's 8 attack is pretty devastating, particularly for Valora. But I mean, you know, yeah, pretty tough. But I feel like maybe with this, you know, the fail forward is okay. Like, that battle didn't last long enough. Like, if I was maybe playing with other people, we might play another one quickly. But I want to split this up into quests, you know. But yeah, interesting. We shall play again next week. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you. I'll be back tomorrow. Okay, bye.